shit. GlakoBlako here, checking out a game called Dust and Neon. Let's go ahead and hit the button.
Oh, when I finally found you, you were nothing. In fact, you were quite dead. I knew I could remake you into something far better. You just needed some tweaks, a little science, and my ingenuity. Look at you now, glorious! We need to cleanse this world of the robot obsession. Kill everyone that stands in our way. And should you ever fail, don't worry. We'll simply try again.
Here we are, loading in. You start off in this mad scientist facility where he, I guess, reanimated you through his science. You were dead, as he stated, and here you are in his laboratory. He's kind of a mad scientist. He's got a robot arm, a light on his head, some sort of telescope on his eye, all kinds of gadgets attached to him. So he's maybe half cyborg or part robot, but not entirely robot. And he's got a vengeance against the robot armies that have ravaged the world, and maybe he's one of the few humans left, maybe the only human left. We don't really know, but Dr. Finkel is out to get the robots that have taken over the world. And that's where you come in. He needs a guy that can run and gun while he sits back in the laboratory making new things and inventing. So he sends you out. You get this gun, simple revolver. This is your main weapon. You usually get about 5 rounds per gun, and you reload. It's not like modern guns where you can just auto reload, or it's a magazine. You gotta hand load each round, so that's part of the challenge in the game. At least I haven't found any guns that auto reload, but I don't think they exist. It kind of adds a good element to it, makes it more speedy, more Western. It's got a Western theme to it. I would call it Enter the Gungeon meets Borderlands. And so you're always kind of ducking and diving. It's got that same kind of music from Borderlands, which I really like. It even improves on it in some levels. But when you first start out, it's very reminiscent of Borderlands. So here we are loading into our first level. Small camp, clear the area. Each level that you load into will have an objective. I guess this is just like a tutorial level. Not really anything going on here. The robot tells you to stand behind cover and shoot some targets over here. First you gotta right click if you want to aim, then you can shoot at stuff. Here we are shooting some bottles here. Now fire at those bottles. Bang, 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 bang. Got them down. Couple more to go. So fast as you can pull the trigger. It's really a speed game. So it'll get your heart pumping and you'll get pretty into it. It's a pretty addicting game. Overall, I think this is one of the best games of the year, honestly. It's a very good game. Don't want to walk through that, you want to roll through it. You can find some unlabeled loot. It's not always going to be in like lit chests and whatnot. Usually it's just like $10 or $20 or the currency that's in the game. but you can find loot that's not just these obvious containers. Make sure to check the desks or the shelves. Thought that was a nice touch. Increase the access to loot, which is always good for a looter shooter. This is definitely a looter shooter. As you go through the world, you will collect ammo, HP, these little canisters that'll give you upgrades. Showing you, yeah, these things right here kind of look like plutonium or some sort of radioactive material that you use to upgrade. So this is the first level. We beat it. Now we head back to the base. And we got some cash and some canisters. Now we're gonna go back to the base and see if we can upgrade. You get pretty irregular levels. I think I'm level 9 or 10 right now, having put maybe an hour and a half. Alright, we can do maybe an hour. Massive heart, HP, faster cooldown. Get a look at some of the perks you can add to your clone. When you die, you're reanimated here. But you do lose some cash and some loot. And your guns is the biggest thing that you lose, because you either have to find them in the world or you can buy them from a vendor. You do get really good loot in the world. I mean, sometimes you'll get some crap loot, but I've been pretty lucky so far playing this game. I find lots of good loot, and so I rarely need to go to the vendor. It's just kind of, if I want to go to the vendor, I'll go to the vendor just to see what he has, but it's not entirely necessary, just a bonus. Second level here, loading in. Enemy storage. There's another shotgun we can loot. Pick it up. Ba-dow. So there's 3 types of guns you can have. You can have the pistol, the shotgun, and then you got like a sniper rifle or a long range type rifle. Alright. Oh yeah, you want some, butthead? All of the robots have varying approach styles. I'd say the AI is decently good. Gets harder as you go on, obviously. The boss fights are pretty much your traditional action RPG boss fights, or maybe kind of a bullet storm type feel to them. But they're definitely learnable. First time you might die, but eventually you'll learn their patterns and be able to defeat them. Got them down pretty easy. Lost a little bit of HP, but not too much. One thing I probably should have done is reassign the button to reload, but never got around to it. When you start off, the buttons are for reload, which isn't terrible, but Q or E might have been a tiny bit closer, or 1, or whatever works for you. This time we got some Omega, red canister, or upgrade material. Basically I have 2 upgrade stations. One of them uses that canister stuff, and the other one is just based on your experience. So over time, as you level, you'll unlock perks in it. That was the one we used first time. This one over here is the one that takes those canisters. Upgrade. Gun Materializer. Back to the map. Don't have many bullets for this shotgun though. See that gun sign right there? That's where the vendor will be once you unlock him. Find the Zeta blueprint. Robot Village. Find the blueprint. We need another blueprint for the base. There is a blueprint somewhere at this location, but my sensors don't indicate exactly where. Find and collect the blueprint. Most of the buildings you can enter. Some of them will be locked, and I think you need some of those canisters to unlock them. Although they're more of like a generic canister, not the same canisters that you use to upgrade. But the mad scientist seems to like those canisters. As you can see below the money symbol when we looted, is the canisters that you use to open buildings. I think that you can also use them on other things too, but mostly opening doors. Kind of game where you want to like roll around and get behind cover. That might be better with a keyboard. If you go into a building and there are robots in there, they'll follow you out into the street. So even if you leave the building, you're still not safe. Trying out the shotgun there. This has been Dust and Neon, a fast-paced looter-shooter where you war against the robot army of the future. With fantastic music, fast-paced gameplay, and a solid upgrade pathway, you will definitely enjoy this game. Check out the game below via the link in the description. Here's a gun shop with no one manning it except this robot that wants to kill you. You gotta kill him first and then get some loot. Let's see what we got in the chest. Looks like a shotgun that's not very good. If you don't want the gun, you can always scrap it for some cash. I do wish it went a little faster when you're scrapping, but I get that they don't want you to destroy it on accident. I think Borderlands was the same way. Here's a pretty good one, except it's not high on damage. I think we switched it anyway. Just because it was gold or unique. So far, I've seen gold, blue, green, and gray levels of loot. There may be red, there may be purple. I just haven't seen it yet. I've defeated 1 out of 4 or 5 bosses. There might be more that I don't know, but for now it's 5 bosses that I can see on my map. Here's a good pistol, Texas Slapper. There's the blue level rarity. We can destroy this one. You can't go in every door, but most doors you can go into. Pulling out into the street. Another robot had been hiding in the corner. He hadn't noticed this, so we were able to sneak up on him. Another loot location. Looks like no robots in here. But also not that good a loot. So, on to the next section. Another blue pistol. Wasn't as good as what we got before, so we scrapped it. The refresh on the roll is pretty short when you first start out, but you can upgrade that pretty quick. I don't really understand the difference between the pistols. I'm guessing the green ones have some sort of elemental damage that's better, but I'm not totally sure on that. As always, I go in blind when I play these games, so that it's fresh and my reaction is fresh. Thanks for watching the video. If you'd like to check out more games, subscribe and check back. I play RPGs, indie games, and oddball games. See you in the next one. The way I figure it, if a game can't hook you within the first 5 to 10 minutes, it's probably not going to be a good game. Or if it is, something went wrong in development where they didn't create a hook to get you into the game, because it's very important that you have some sort of hook in a game. Too many games without it. Maybe they're good games, maybe they're not, I don't know. Here's the gun vendor. Looks like he's got 1 gold level rarity gun and 2 green rarity guns. Old iron hands. You can always re-roll each gun if you want to, or all of the guns, but it does cost cash. So far I've never re-rolled because there's not really a need. Maybe later in the game it'll make more sense to do that. But it's quite expensive, at least if you want to re-roll the whole bunch. This one was quite a bit better in terms of damage. Let's see if we picked it up. Yep, we picked that one up. Got a legendary pistol. And we picked up a sniper. Heading out back into the map. This one just said kill all the robots, so that was pretty self-explanatory. Where are we? This can't be right. Seems like the mission teleporter got glitched out. This isn't good. Good luck. So on this level, you're gonna thrown into a bad situation. The robots are a lot higher level. I think you can probably beat it if you take it slow and careful, but I was a little out of my element and I do get defeated. There they are, hiding over there. I don't remember what exactly their level was, but more than ours for sure. The door locks behind you, so you're trapped in there. Probably a bigger feature as you get further into the game. Looks like maybe they're level, I can't read that, maybe 11? See if I can spot it again. I think it says level 11, so around 10 levels more than we are. It's doable if you're really careful, I think. But you gotta be real careful. Oh shit. Ah. We died, and then you get reloaded thanks to the scientist. He says, so I heard the teleporter had some sort of issue. It must have moved while it was teleporting you or something. I never write bugs in my software. Ever. Well, I'm writing a patch to stabilize the issue. It won't occur again. Put a few missions on the teleporter. Get going so we can hunt down the robot leader, prototype 41. He's hard to find, but if you make enough noise out there, he won't be able to help himself. He'll give away his position. Now scram, I've got code to write. Oh, Frank is back now, so stop by him and grab a mine blower. So these mine blower things, they're kind of like bonuses, like they'll give you extra damage or perks during a match. They're fairly expensive, but if you're going against a boss, it's probably good to have. Help you defeat him a little easier. And they change each time you arrived here in this area. Hi, I'm Frank. I build mine blowers. They're great. Sometimes I can't even remember that I built them, but I guess I did. First one is free. This is your first one, right? I'm gonna take a nap now. I feel a bit dizzy. Boost effects. Frank's mine blowers. As you can see, you get a bit of a bonus from grabbing it. Our first mine blower. First I thought it would be like Men in Black, where he flashes you with that little thing, and then they wipe your brain, but that wasn't it. That was quite a big damage increase. Can't remember if we grabbed it or not. Let's see. Nope. We did have the sniper rifle at 140 bucks. Probably grab that, I imagine. Oh, we did grab the pistol. And looks like that's it, huh? Sabotage or train heist. The train heist ones are kind of tough, but I like that they have different types of levels and they're not all the same. Sabotage the enemy base. Time to get to work. This one, you have to activate these machines, and then you have to destroy parts of the machines. Very similar to Borderlands. I think they definitely took some inspiration from Borderlands. Maybe you could call these the Hyperion army long after Borderlands took place, or at some point in the Borderlands timeline. Got a little crate over here, see what we get. Looks like a new sniper. Good thing we didn't buy that one at home base. Quite a few guys in this building, but we work our way through it. The starter enemies are not very tough. So you activate it over there at the console, and these things will pop out, those little blue things on the side. And you just gotta shoot them. Pretty simple. It does remind me of Borderlands. One down, one to go. One station down, one to go. Looks like that's the Undertaker over there, the guy that builds the coffins. I wonder if they build coffins for the dead robots. Looks like I didn't go in there, unfortunately. Could have got some loot. In this game, it pays to explore the entire level as much as you can. Love the smell of dead droids. Into the gun building. Couple of robots. Killed them pretty easy. Only one box. What did we get? Crappy shotgun. Go ahead and delete it, buddy. Come on. Hit the button. Hit the button. Did we take it? Why did we do that? Guess we took it because it had a larger capacity magazine. A lot of the heavy hitters will have a small magazine, so always a trade-off somewhere in there. Unless you got a really good gun. There you can see them coming out of the building. They will follow you. Sometimes they will get caught on the door. But I didn't find it ruin the immersion or anything. It's just, it's a swinging door. It's easy to get caught on, even in real life. But maybe something they could improve. Hit the button, shoot the thingies, and then you're pretty much done with the level. There we go. Reach the exit and leave. Once you complete the objective, the portal will open and you just have to walk to it. Or would it be called a transporter? I don't know. Anyway, robot says good job and you blast out of there. Looks like we got some loot over here though. Not very good. Let's go ahead and delete that. On to the next one. Also not that good. Generally, the most important gun to have is the pistol, so usually I try and spend as much money as I can or get good loot for the pistol because you get the most ammunition from that. Maybe as you upgrade you'll get more loot with the other guns, but starting out the pistol is where it's at. And it's not a bad gun, it's still just as good as the others. During boss fights, they seem to give you enough ammunition and HP, which is necessary because you're going to be dodging their bullets quite often. It seemed like a good upgrade. It improves the shops, give you better guns out there at the gun shop. Hit the button over to the home base. I'm curious if the people who made this had any part in Borderlands or whether it's just fans of the game series. I didn't really like the third Borderlands. I liked 1, I liked 2. The 1 and 2 were very different. 1 was a lot more difficult. Number 2 was more comedic. But great games, 1 and 2. Number 3 was kind of hit or miss. I did play it. I did put some time into it, but I never felt the pull to go back to the game once I played it. I don't even know if I beat it, to be honest. Put a good 10 hours at least, maybe more. Which isn't that much, but definitely nothing compared to what I put into Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. So we got this pistol. It was less damage, but pretty good stats otherwise. But we were in it for the damage, so we deleted it. Here's an example of one of those doors that you can unlock if you have enough canisters. We didn't have enough there, so we couldn't open it. This almost looks like the same level. Maybe it isn't, I'm not sure. But it may be. You can replay some of the levels at times, not always. It's kind of just up to the game whether it wants to let you do that or not. Might be slightly randomized, but not entirely. So we go over and do this level again. Pretty easy level. Shoot things and you're out. On to the next one. General store. What do we got in the gun machine? Nothing good. Scrap it. What might be cool to do is if you could like get pieces from the guns and add them to your guns, customize the guns. I think that would be a pretty neat addition if they were able to do this. I don't know how big the game producer is, but they seem to have a well-polished game, I'd say. I mean, you could maybe use a tiny bit of polish, but really, all things said, very, very adequate and well planned out game. No real complaints. Like I said, this is one of my favorite games of 2023. Definitely worth a check out. If it's on your radar, if that interests you at all, you should go and get it. At the time of recording this, it was on sale, I think. So that's why I picked it up. As it is on this channel, a lot of the times I'll see a game that's on sale on the wish list or just looks interesting and I'll pick it up. So sometimes if you see my videos, it's near the time of the sale, you'll be able to get the same deal. Other times it'll not be on sale anymore, but Steam is pretty sweet about handing out deals on the regular. Used to be by like a humble bundle if you wanted a deal, but I don't know that you even need to do that anymore. I'd rather have games that I really like, and sometimes there are humble bundles that are full of good games, but usually a humble bundle you get like 1 or 2 games that are good, and the rest are junk, so you got all these junk games in your Steam inventory, which is no big deal. I mean, maybe they're decent, I don't know, but I go for quality over quantity, though at one point it was more quantity than quality. But generally I don't like to buy a game unless I think it's going to be pretty good. And I definitely don't upload on here unless it's a pretty decent game that you'll definitely get enjoyment out of. I don't think I've posted any games that, if they interest you, you wouldn't enjoy. Not to my recollection. So if you haven't checked out the playlist, go ahead and go over to the channel and check out the playlist, because I got lots of cool games that if you're looking for new games to check out, go ahead and check them out. Okay, we hit that console, badow, shoot the thingies, grab some HP first, I guess. Bow, 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 reload. Bang, bang, bang. Over the other side. Bang, 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 bang. Boy, that one didn't want to go down, huh? Alright, so we beat the mission, and we're gonna roll on out of here. A little roll action. Later on, the robots won't be one-hit kills. Just at the beginning, they're pretty easy. Another difficult part about the train levels is it's pretty narrow corridors. But there are lots of nooks and crannies to grab loot. There are some sections where I couldn't get the door open. I'm not sure how you open it in some parts, but I'm sure there's a way, because there's like some really good loot back there, it looks like, but never figured it out. I'm sure I will in time. So we had a couple upgrade points we could add. I was liking the accuracy, since we were mostly using the pistols anyway. Yeah, just everything about this game kind of screams Borderlands. you're a fan of that game, you'll definitely enjoy this. New shotgun with 45 extra damage. Let's see if we picked it up. Oh, we can't pick it up because it's 600 gold. We didn't have that. This sniper was 86 more damage for $308. We were thinking about it. Tempting, but I think we passed. Pistol wasn't very good, so we just picked up a sniper instead and headed on out. Blasting off. Here's one of those train levels I was talking about. They're level 3 now instead of level 1, so it starts to get a bit more difficult. You might figure out what gun works best for you on the trains. Might not be the pistol in this case. For most levels, the pistol is fine. You don't need another gun, but for this, it might be good to use a sniper because you got some long areas. And you can even shoot across the area to the other rail cars. These guys are pretty tough at times. Do heavy damage if they get close to you. So you gotta be careful. I'm curious if there's a world map or not. I don't recall if there's a world map. Probably be a good thing to have if they don't have it already. See, got that heavy machine gun that's pretty rough. Or is that what it is? Or I'm not sure what kind of gun he has. It's powerful though. Slows you down a lot. Got him with the barrel, but then he got me with some of his ammunition. This might be really good with a controller. Haven't tried it, but perhaps. I'm just a mouse and a keyboard kind of guy 9 times out of 10. I'll only grab a controller if it's extremely necessary. I guess back in the day, it was more of a debate about using a controller. It felt like you were using a console if you grabbed a controller to play PC games, but I guess it's not that controversial anymore. It's just whatever you prefer. And I prefer the mouse and keyboard, although I do love the Steam Deck. I mean, the Steam Deck is fantastic. That's technically a controller style layout, so, and still a PC, so you can still get a Steam Deck and be a part of the PC Master Race, not have to worry about it. They recently came out with a Steam Deck OLED, also the Lenovo Legion Go, I think it's called, is a new one. Ayanoo, or however you say their names, also making some.